Hi there, it's Tal from pskis.com, and this is a quick review of cross-camera profiles, the full frame series. Let's see the options in this profile package for portraits. Go to the develop module, go to camera calibration. This is Adobe Standard, the default for Lightroom and Photoshop. The full frame series contains profiles of 3 camera models: Canon 1DX Mark II, Nikon D5, and Sony A7R Mark II. Let's start with the Canon profiles. This is faithful. You can see that the whole color table has changed. The whole look of the image is totally different. The monochrome profile is similar to the monochrome picture style in the camera and gives you a very good starting point for black and white images. Neutral, portrait, and standard. These are the Canon 1DX Mark II profiles. Let's go to Nikon D5. First one is flat, which gives you a kind of a vintage look, low contrast, which is very, very useful if you need to improve dynamic range with high contrast photographs or with overexposed photographs if you want to extract some more details out of them. Monochrome again. This is quite different than the Canon one. Let's see them one after the other. This is Canon. This is Nikon. A little more contrast, more bright. Neutral, portrait, and standard. Let's go down to Sony. This is clear. It's a very interesting profile by Sony. It gives a high contrast image and very useful for neutral light photographs. Deep, also an interesting approach to color density. I really like this one. Light, helps you correct exposure without needing to deal with any exposure sliders. Neutral, which is very film style, very similar to the Nikon D5 standard, only a bit darker and less contrast. This is very, very useful for starting points. Portrait, the Sony version of portrait colors, high saturated yellows. Take it in consideration while you're using, but great colors. Standard, the last one. You can try using the vivid one, but I think that the contrast is a bit too high for portrait images. Let's pick a flower photograph and see the options of this profile package. Adobe Standard, the default. Let's start with the Canon profiles. Faithful, landscape, monochrome, neutral, standard. Switch to Nikon, starting with the flat, total vintage colors, landscape, D5 version of monochrome, neutral, standard, and vivid. Sony, clear, deep, landscape, light, neutral, standard, and vivid. Let's see some color effects you can achieve when you're using this profile package. Back to the library. Let's pick this image. Go back to Adobe Standard. Oops, where did the sunlight go? And this is one of the benefits of using cross-camera color profiles. The Sony a7R Mark II Lite will bring in some sunlight to your image without any effort. Another useful effect is the Nikon D5 flat. This photograph taken by Yulia Kuzmenko. This is the Adobe Standard. This is what's supposed to be a portrait. It's very red. And anyway, this looks like a vintage photograph. So if you choose the Nikon D5 flat, there you go. Let's see another sample of using it on a portrait image. This is the Sony. This is Nikon. This is Canon 1DX Mark II portrait. Very Canon style reddish. And this is the basic camera portrait, which is Canon 5D Mark III. So you can see different color rendering while using different profiles. This is the whole idea behind cross-camera color profiles. So all you need to do is to find your favorite profile and then go and start working on the image as you wish and get the results you want. Hope you find this information useful. Don't forget to go to our website pskiss.com, product category camera profiles, and pick your favorite camera profile package. Thank you very much. Bye bye.